Hello, everyone. So I'm working on developing some of the slides for my final presentation. This one is my bio slide. I'm just kind of talking about my background at UNM, what I'm studying, where I'm from, my interests, that kind of thing. And I was working on developing maybe the graphic style of my project and kind of the way that I want to present this project. So I also got started working on making the scobies for my fake skin. I just have a bunch of pots set aside filled with black tea and some kombucha and sugar. So in 7 to 14 days, about that time, I should start seeing a transparent film that's growing over the surface. I just figured that it was best to make as much SCOBY as possible because I don't want to be waiting for it and that kind of hold up my project. This week I also went to the chemical supply store at UNM, which is near all the chemistry classrooms. It was pretty odd. I don't think it's set up for students. It was more for like faculty and researchers. I think I'm not sure. But I ended up getting a few things there, but also having to order some more ingredients online. So I'm getting all the stuff that I need to do the laking process, which is the process of extracting organic dyes from plant material and bonding it to the aluminum sulfate particles. So you get a dry, powdery pigment that you can mix with binders. And involved with that process was doing more research about the different steps. I was looking into some of these people online who are doing this process at home. It's very DIY geared. So there's lots of people who are doing it at home with relatively little experience and maybe not a ton of equipment. This wild pigment project is based in Santa Fe, and they have a focus on reciprocal foraging, which I thought was really beautiful. So their focus is on finding pigment sources in their local environment and doing so in a way that they're not taking all of the pigment that's there um, in a destructive kind of way. So it's very informed by some of the principles that I was interested in earlier in the semester. So that got me really interested in foraging, and that's definitely going to be a part of this project as I move forward. And I just continue doing more research as well. So one thing I found is that a lot of the people who are doing this pigment extracting process at home are making either watercolors or oil paints. They're never making tattoo ink. They're never making anything that's meant to be anywhere really near the human body. And there's specifically with the mineral pigments, I mean, there's a lot of danger associated with that. But even with the plant dyes or the plant pigments, the problem is that in the laking process, the plant pigments attach themselves to the aluminum sulfate. So you're introducing aluminum into the final product. And that makes me pretty nervous. So I'm not going to be putting this ink into my body until I'm 100% certain that it's safe, or if ever. I don't even know if I'll trust it. But so it's kind of leading me into this next question of basically like if aluminum isn't a safe way of doing this process at home, then what material might be safer for the body? And I can see that these problems are really actually just going to continue to grow my project into something different. So I'm looking forward to continuing to experiment. I think that's all I've got. Thank you guys.